Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6 foot. Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now Allen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal. A loss of 6.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Allen. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now Rodgers. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. Here's Allen to throw it. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And all the way home down for a Bills touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now it's Hines. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. (10-0) the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. And And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he's got this one complete to Sherfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now that sets up 3rd and 2. Allen to throw once more. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Allen going to go on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
That's how we eat.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter as they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively. You know, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people. That's
a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Paul on a give up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ball again on 2nd down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. To throw is Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On play action, Rodgers. On the move to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
The goal was certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
So here's the Bills offense. Now they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Allen off the play fake. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Hardman to return.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And the Jets will take over.
They start the drive with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. To throw, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Rodgers now on first down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Rodgers to throw once more. Buying time to his left. Caught on the slant. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown!
Breece Hall.
A 2-yard touchdown ground.
And the Jets are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now, trailing 14-13, 2:19 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. It's hauled in by Hardy. able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Throwing is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. One final try here for Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Allen's throw is complete, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Back to throw, Allen. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.